Hey, Mike with D2D Millionaire here. And are you building enough value with your prospects to eliminate the I can't afford it objection? If not, it could be one reason why you're getting this. So one thing that happens a lot with sales reps, especially when they're marketing door to door, is they'll get the I can't afford it objection, or people saying they don't have money and that's why they can't get your product and service. And what happens in most cases is that the reason you're getting that objection is that you haven't built enough value in your product and service. Now, of course, this can happen anywhere, right? It could be a true objection because, again, a lot of people don't live within their means. So it doesn't really matter whether you're in a high-end neighborhood or maybe a lower-income neighborhood or whatever the case might be. You can still get this objection, and sometimes it is valid. But for the most part, people spend money on the things that they find that they value, right? How many times have you seen someone that can't really afford to pay their bills, but then they have the latest car, they have a brand new car, they have a brand new iPhone, or whatever the case might be, right? So people spend money on things that they have value for, and so that's what you really need to focus on when you're selling door to door, is building up that value and making sure that people understand that, and that's going to lead to more sales. So again, a couple things that can happen that can cause this I can't afford it objection. So one thing that can happen is that a lot of sales reps, they reveal the price too early in the sales process, or they're revealing the price to someone that isn't a decision maker, right? So for example, what happens sometimes is maybe they present their service, they present their sales pitch, right, to a potential customer, but they're not a decision maker, right? So it's a spouse that's maybe staying at home, and the other spouse is the person that actually makes that kind of decision, right? And so what'll happen is a lot of sales reps is they will schedule a follow-up appointment, but when they do that, they reveal the price to the person that isn't the decision maker, right? So the person's kind of pressing them, hey, what's the price of your service? What are you offering? How much does it cost? Right? And so they tell that person, and then what happens, instead of that sales rep being the person that is explaining the product and service or building that value for the service, right? The person that wasn't the decision maker ends up being the person that's revealing the price. And again, they're not a salesperson, right, in most cases, so they might do a poor job of building value for your products and services, so you miss out on a lot of sales. So again, one thing to really keep in mind is that when you reveal the price, make sure it's happening with the decision maker. Otherwise, it's out of your control. So again, if you absolutely need to reveal the price or something about price, right? Try and form a window where most cases you probably have different levels of packages that your customers can get started with, extra features they might want to throw in, right? So if you create a window, let's say, your smallest package was $150 and your largest package was $500, right? So you might give that person a range. Our products and services, it really depends on what kind of package you get. So that could range from anywhere from $150 to $500. So I wouldn't really know more until I actually talked with your husband, until I actually talked with your wife. If we sat down with that decision maker, that's when we could actually really find out where it might fit in and what might work best for you guys. So again, if you absolutely need to reveal some sort of price, try and do it in a window so that person isn't revealing it to the decision maker on their own. So that's one aspect to really focus on. Another aspect that you can help to eliminate that I can't afford it objection is going to be watering down the price. So what happens a lot of times is people just don't understand the value right off the bat. So when you water it down, it makes it a lot more manageable and a lot more realistic for the person to understand the value. So for example, let's say your service was $200 a month. So you might break that down to being $50 a week. So that seems more manageable than the $200 a month, right? And so again, if you break it down and water it down, let's say again, you have like a yearly service. If you broke that down by the month or down by the week, it's going to sound like a lot less money. And again, it's going to position that value a lot better. Another way you can do it as well, it's kind of a combo of that, is talking about the time saving or maybe the hassle saving of using your products and services, right? So let's say you had a lawn care service and it was the same example as before, right? Let's say it was that $200 a month. So right after the bat, that might seem like a lot, but again, if you broke that down, it's $50 a week. Well, what could that time buy you, right? So what would that $50 buy you if you're not spending that time and that hassle of taking care of your own yard, getting your Saturdays back? Would that be worth $50 to you, right? Or again, wouldn't spending the afternoon with your kids now and your friends and having a good time, enjoying your summer, that'd be worth $50 a week, wouldn't it? So again, it can, not only do you break down the price and water that down, but you talk about the time saving or the hassle saving and the value behind that and what that could mean for your potential customer. Again, you're going to make a lot more sales doing that as well. So again, hopefully you guys got some benefit and value out of this video and using these couple tips that you can use to eliminate that I can't afford objection. If you did benefit from this, feel free to comment and share. And then if you are in door-to-door sales or selling door-to-door, be sure to head on over to dddmillionaire.com and enter your information for access to our free podcast training on how to avoid the 5 most common reasons why sales reps fail in door-to-door sales. So again, if you're struggling, not making the money you want, or again, maybe you just want this year to be your best year yet, be sure to head on over to dddmillionaire.com and enter your information for access to that podcast. But again, thanks so much for tuning in. We'll talk to you more soon.